Gemini, how's it going? NICO, Scarlet Moon here with your weekly horoscope for the week starting April 27th, 2020. No, I'm not appearing on video for this horoscope or any of the horoscopes, actually. I'm thinking about changing it up. Don't worry, I will appear on video for non-horoscope videos, but for the sake of actually being able to keep up with some very cool spiritual shifts I've been going through, I need to be able to look at everything all at once and just kind of go with that flow. I've been really getting to a point in my work where I'm approaching this really strong 0-point dynamic when it comes to my readings and, my psychic work and my intuitive work, that ultimately slowing down to do things in a step-by-step fashion is actually not complementary to that. It actually pulls me off my wavelength. It kind of throws me off. So I need to kind of step back, absorb everything, lay it, read it, record it, and then edit it and put it up. And that's how things are going to go here. Again, you will still see me in non-horoscope videos, but for horoscope videos, this is basically what it is. And incoming wave videos will be coming out here very soon as well. And if you ever want to get a session, go to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com. So, how are things going for you for this coming week? Well, this week is actually quite intense because we actually have a lot of things that have been sort of taking way too long to transition, way too long to leave, way too long to finally end, meeting their end. Now, the thing that's important to understand is that this is a week where change is not only crucial, but change is actually encouraged, because all of the sudden things that people have been maybe holding up out of denial, defiance, ignorance, fear of the new, or love of the old routine, and you know how much I don't really care for that, are ultimately going to be having a bit of a rude awakening. And you're going to be seeing this around all areas of your life, groups, work circles, family circles, sometimes, yes, even friendships and relationships, where people are not willing to kind of keep up the pace, are kind of falling off the wagon, so to speak, or maybe the wagon's just kind of getting burned down and now we all have to walk at our own natural speed. Because with the Tower, we actually see a lot of things that should have been gone and done ages ago are now being forced out. So it's important to understand that while the Tower can seem like a horrible disruption and it can seem like something that is catching us off guard, it's really there to be no, this is it. Like, we should have gotten rid of this with the death card, but nobody was doing it. And this could actually even be working in your favor. I've seen in plenty of readings the Tower come from positive shifts, right? Maybe there's an opportunity to get a great new job, or maybe start a great new phase in our relationship, or maybe even start a great new phase in our family. But it does destroy and displace old, stagnant, cyclical things that ultimately people were holding on to for comfort, right? Sort of a safety blanket, sort of a crutch, but it had to go. We're getting rid of liabilities. Now, the Tower card upright, juxtaposed to everything else that is being presented here, however, is also indicating that what we're seeing go away is just a lot of things that are not cutting the mustard. But it could even be emotionally taxing for you, Gemini. I'm not going to, make it sound like it's always going to be something you can turn to the positive. Because things that you wish you could redeem, things that you wish could be better, or things that you yourself know you might be sort of giving a biased opinion of, are also getting eliminated because they're not cutting the mustard anymore. We see a lot of that with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse as well, because with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, well, what's going on is that when it comes to your material world, a living situation, a work schedule, something is happening, maybe even with an income avenue, that we know it's not the best it could be. We know it's not working out. We know it was flawed. We know it was kind of just jerry-rigged and held together with, less than adequate materials. It is getting obliterated this week. However, with the Page of Cups reversed, I want to remind you that your alternatives have already presented. You're going to be forced to face things that are good for you that you have been rejecting, things that you ultimately know are going to be actually paying off. socially, professionally, romantically, financially, you're going to be seeing a lot of things that are actually trying to take you in a better direction, but maybe you've been resistant to them because, again, they're not presenting themselves in a way that appeals to maybe, we all have a bit of a lower self, lower ego that, no, it's got to come this way, and it's got to be branded a certain way, and it's got to get my attention a certain way. Forget it. Forget about it, right? You've got actually a lot of really good energy coming through this Page of Cups, even though he's reversed. The thing is it's positive attention and invitations to greener pastures where the grass really is greener on the other side, but it's almost like somebody just not wanting to leave their broken territory. We have to let go of attachments that we might have to something just because it's familiar. Familiar only feels safe. It doesn't mean it is safe. Familiar only feels comfortable. It doesn't mean it's healthy. It doesn't mean it's actually going to take you somewhere. And this is where we see a lot of breakthroughs happening. These are alternative job opportunities, alternative living situations, alternative friendship opportunities, alternative projects. But what's happening is that we might be rejecting good things because we feel like, no, we have to stick it out. No matter what, we have to, we're going to ride this over a cliff. The Tower card says no. No riding over a cliff. Pay attention. That which you refuse to let go, even though you know it's no good for you, is going to be taken away this week. And I think that that's actually a good thing. To me, that is grace. I would want the same. And, with the Page of Cups reversed, it's not like the alternatives are going away, but now we're getting a chance to see a way to flesh out what is a better way to kind of do business. What is a better way to have friendship? What is a better way to have family? What is a better way? Because once all the dysfunctional, the diseased, the volatile, the unhealthy is eliminated, people are kind of lifted into spaces that are not only a more complementary match to them, but things that are actually going to help them thrive rather than just simply go in circles. And you're going to see that this week. There's a huge paradigm shift that will not wait to happen anymore. It's like I've said before, this huge shift in consciousness that's going on is not going to go at the pace of the slowest among us. It stopped doing that in November of 2019. Everyone is now being shook awake. Everyone in your circle and even in your personal environment. But this is a good thing. It just feels difficult because it's what people were trying to resist. As we get into relationships, as we get into love and romance, well, you might be encountering a little bit of that when it comes to partners as well, with the Seven of Wands in reverse, because we are seeing there is almost a little bit of the too much. Our partner, or maybe even somebody new, has a case of the too muches going on in how they're expressing themselves. Because of the Seven of Wands reverse, what I'm actually getting is sort of a stress reaction, or maybe some anxiety promoting somebody bringing, a 10 to situations that require maybe like a 4 or a 5. And again, this is positive and negative. And so this is a week where you got to make sure that, you're honoring the experience that the person is going through. We're having empathy. But if it feels like someone's coming on way too strong, or you might be noticing that your partner is kind of doing things that seem a little bit over the top. Okay, honey, this is a bit too expensive. You really didn't need to go this far. Or maybe in a more uncomfortable situation, it's like, look, did you really mean to say it that way? I don't want you to lose a friendship just because of how intensely that was expressed. Make sure that we are allowing ourselves to pay attention to what people are going through at their level of consciousness, but also at the same time making sure that they are not their own worst enemy. Because with the Seven of Wands reversed, a little does go a long way. And we might be in a situation where people in our relationship situations need to better learn how to choose their battles, all right? Because with the Seven of Wands reversed, of trying to fight a change or resist or go down with the ship or die on that hill, not at all what the point is. In fact, people might be trying too hard in the other way as well, overcompensating, maybe trying way too hard to seduce, way too hard to bring romance in, way too hard to secure themselves, way too hard to self-soothe. And this is a week where, whether it's new people or somebody established, that we try to bring things back to a mindful balance, okay? So that is what I've got for you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because y'all know I appreciate it. And if you ever want to get a session, go to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.